Hey, viewers and viewesses, my name is General Red Strategist, and welcome to another round of Fuck My Life with Phil. How you doing over there, Phil?
Part three we're up to now on this, I think.
Indeed, yes.
Yes, it's been a little. It's interesting to see. We're like the agony aunt. So how are you over there, Andrea?
Oh, I don't know there,
Philippa here.
Philippa and
Our
Andrea.
agony aunts. We're here to help you with your bad scenarios.
Indeed, whatever problem you've got, you bring it to us and we'll give you the advice, ladies and
Here
gentlemen,
we
boys
go.
and girls.
Come-
Do you want to read that first one at the top there?
Oh, shall I start this time?
Yeah,
Okay, start.
Go
So
for it.
it's drunk level 2000. Today I had to pick up my dad because he was too drunk to drive home. Drive his wheelchair home, that is.
Wow. Okay, well, it sucks for you, that does, having to deal with that.
It does, but it's nice to have a bit of fun.
Yeah.
I suppose driving his wheelchair home, as
No.
you so is disabled then.
Yes, that's unfortunate. I'd say your life sucks on that one, definitely. But
The drunk level isn't quite over 9,000.
no, not quite 9,000 yet. We can't get that. Was it Goku from Dragon Ball?
Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I've never actually
That's
watched Dragon Ball before. I don't really know. I know the meme, but I don't really know the show.
No, I've not
at
watched
all.
it.
No.
Have you ever had any scenarios with your parents where you've had to guide them home because they're too drunk or something? Have you
No,
ever had that
not with my
before?
parents. They're generally
No?
okay. Yeah. No, I'm trying to think. Is there any situation I've ever been in where I've had to sort of look after someone who is just flat out hammered?
Yeah.
But I can't really think of any in particular. I mean, obviously I've been on the odd night out where people do drink quite considerably, but not so much so that people need to be sort of looked after. No.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've not. I know that my parents have been very moments where I've had to pick them up and just take them back home.
Yeah.
But you get this when you're drunk. Well, I don't know. I've never been drunk.
Yeah.
But this for this scenario, I think it's your life sucks.
Yeah.
Shame to take your dad, but at least your dad had some fun moments.
Indeed,
there.
yes.
Yes.
Who knows? Maybe it'll be story to regale him with. Do you remember that time when you got so
Oh yeah,
drunk?
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
On to the next
okey-dokey.
one then. With me,
Yes.
tell, don't show. Today, while masturbating, I got a huge migraine, so I went into the kitchen to get an Advil. Bloody hell, why that suddenly fuzzed out for me, I don't know why. As I was getting it, my family was staring at me and I couldn't figure out why. I walked out and realised I hadn't put my pants back on. I just walked downstairs, fully talked in front of my family.
Ooh, oh dear. Yes, it fuzzes out because it's a spicy one, so you have to put
Yeah.
your mouth over it to see
Indeed,
it.
yeah. I think that's
oh.
you deserved it on that one, to be
Oh
honest.
dear.
Yeah.
I assume an Advil is a painkiller.
Yeah, it's probably like
I'm thinking it's a painkiller. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
I'm not
guessing-
too sure. I've not really heard of it. I think it must be an American painkiller
Yeah,
because
it's
I've not
probably
heard of that one.
an American version of ibuprofen or something.
Yeah.
I would guess. But yeah,
Oh God, imagine that! Imagine coming out like that to you.
ooh, that is that's going to be awkward. That's very awkward. Yeah, I mean, granted, you had a huge migraine, so maybe you weren't thinking straight. But even so, I feel like you should have taken things slowly there and maybe
Absolutely.
just made
Maybe-
sure, yeah, made sure you had your pants on.
Yeah, that's something that's going to scar your parents.
Indeed.
Then
Yeah.
they're going to love that, aren't they? The difference between a migraine and a headache isn't a migraine. It can make your sight go a bit funny, can't
Yeah,
it?
some people
Yeah,
do get
as well.
that. It's like the sight you get like either it kind of goes all wonky, or in some cases it just completely sort of goes fuzzy. So it can be quite nasty. Migraines, I don't know.
Not
they
nice
sort of
things.
come on suddenly, don't they?
I think it can be really painful.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So,
Mr. Mr. Anonymous, Mr. Anonymous, you need to, sort yourself out a bit better.
Yeah, sucks that you had a migraine that came on at that moment, but at the same time, maybe don't be so quick to go and get that Advil until you've got yourself, how shall I say, in a more presentable
I
appearance.
know, especially in front of
Yes.
your family, because God, just imagine being the parents. Oh dearie me,
I know.
it's not something you want to see.
It'd be
No,
one of
no,
those
no.
things. Everyone's going to remember it, and nobody will talk about
Yeah.
it. It'll just be awkward silence.
Oh God, yeah,
Yeah.
that must have been an awkward silence there.
Indeed.
Yes. Okie dokie.
On to the next
So the next
one,
one is always ask for documentation. Today, the guy I met on Tinder texted me about our date tomorrow. He seemed nervous. I come to find out his mum overheard us talking on the phone and wants to meet me. I said, okay, that's not a big deal. That's when he told me that he's actually 17. I now hate myself because I'm 26.
Ooh. That's a bit problematic, that is.
Oh, yes, that's getting a bit into the territory that we don't want to be in.
I mean, here's the thing, I feel like if you're going to put yourself on an internet dating site, you should be kind of clear and upfront about your age. So here's the thing, I would say that that's on the guy in this instance, perhaps, for not, because by the sound of it, he didn't actually tell her he was 17 until almost right on the dot. Yeah,
that's a minor level, isn't it?
Yeah,
he's still a minor.
Because the thing is, in the US, and age of consent US is 18, isn't it? As far as I'm aware.
I think it's like here, isn't it? Or is it 16 here?
I think it used to be 16 here, but I think
it's gone up maybe to 17.
17, 18,
but
somewhere around there.
I can see, this is not a good scenario. No, I think you need to drop and run.
Yes.
I'd say
Cut that guy
on
out.
the scenario. Because you can't be, that could cause serious issues, and you don't want to have a criminal record.
Indeed,
do you?
I think if you get the chance, perhaps explain it to the mom that you didn't know.
Explain it to the who?
Explain to the mom. The mom. Well, it's an American Post, Phil. It's the mom.
Oh, Andrew, I hate it with your Americanisms.
Okay, I'll go full British then. I'll go Mama.
That's it. It's Mama or Papa.
Mama or Papa, or Mother and Father. Yes.
Yes.
Should we go full German, maybe? Mutti and Vater.
Mutti and Papa.
Papa.
What's it? What's mother and father in Russian?
What is mother and father in Russian? I don't know, actually.
Don't know. Yeah.
No.
Sure on that one.
Yes. Okay, so I say this is Your Life Sucks on that one, personally.
Yeah, you didn't know until late.
It's not your fault. Yeah.
Not your fault. No. Okay.
That's what other people think. Okay, my turn now. So, fucking Facebook memories, Phil. Today, Facebook showed me pictures from 5 years of a happy time I had travelling with a boyfriend, who later ended our 8-year relationship by telling me he had gotten an apartment and furniture in secret and was moving out. No warning, no reason, no explanation. He never spoke to me again. I loved him.
Oh dear. Oh, that's a bit sad.
That is very sad, yeah.
That is very sad indeed. Wonder what's going on, because an 8-year relationship is quite a lengthy time.
And not only does he suddenly end it, he also suddenly reveals he's been making massive arrangements in secret to end it. And,
I know. That's quite.
That sounds a bit
strange,
shifty. That is. I wonder if something's going on his end there. That I don't know. Sometimes it's just people from their own experiences tend to say that if a partner does that kind of thing, suddenly they end it with no real relationship, or if they try and push all the blame onto you, all of a sudden that can
something a bit fishy is going on.
Yeah, maybe there's like an affair or something.
Got a new apartment, a new furniture and secret. Something is a bit funny's going on here.
Yeah.
And didn't even give a reason. Did you ask at all?
I would imagine probably she did. I mean, I feel like it's one of those things where you'd want to know at least something, some kind of reason there as to what went wrong. But if he's not given any kind of reasoning, I don't know.
We had something like this last time.
Yeah, we did.
Last time who ended. Is this a bit of a theme? Because we had someone last time. I don't think it's quite as much as 8 years. I think it's something like 3 or 5, and they just ended it by disappearing.
Yeah,
basically off the face of the planet.
It was weird.
So I would say a bit weird scenarios.
Yeah, I would say to the person who posted it, maybe you dodged a bullet on that one. You never know.
Yeah, don't go after them. I would say.
Yeah, don't go after them. Just let them go.
Sorry if Facebook did that. I know Facebook does things like that, where it shows. This is you back in 2014. Oh right, well, that's not really something.
The happier time.
Yeah.
Look at what your life was like then. Now look at the shithole that you're in now.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
God.
That's Your Life Sucks. Yeah.
Absolutely. No question about that one. No question.
Okay. Over to you then, Phil.
What's up, Doc? Oh, we're a bit of a Bugs Bunny reference there. I like the Bugs Bunny.
What's up, Doc?
That's it. Today, I can see why. Today I was spending time with my affectionate pet rabbit. He was hanging out with me on my bed, as usual. After I finished giving him a long and thorough head rub, he thanked me by emptying his bladder on my leg. What is that? Marking me as his property? True affection.
Well, I mean, some animals do that. It's like they mark out their territory or their
with urine.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of animals do that by pissing on you and things like that. But it's I suppose it must admit, in a way it's quite cute, that a bit.
It's cute in a sort of weird way.
In a weird way, yeah.
Yes. I mean, yeah, it seems to me like that's a your life sucks on that one. But I don't know.
And a
Compared to
Martin is property. Well, yeah, won't he like to spend time with you?
yeah,
So that's a good
he
thing.
owns you now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make sure no other rabbits come along and come and talk to you. Like, no, piss off. I'm the
Ew.
only rabbit for you.
He's like a yandere rabbit, kind of.
Oh God.
Here comes-
Do you have to relate everything to anime?
Yes, I do. I think you'll find. I have to relate everything to the animus. Yes.
The anime.
The animu.
Yeah. I've never thought about getting a rabbit. I know they wouldn't be that difficult to maintain because you just keep them, and obviously they're fed on lettuce. I think it is.
Lettuce, carrots, various vegetables.
No.
Oh,
It's a myth, actually.
Is that
rabbit?
myth?
You shouldn't really feed rabbits carrots. It's not the best for their digestive systems. No.
Okay,
The best thing
yeah.
is just lettuce. I've heard.
lettuce. Yeah. I think you probably get like rabbit food, can't you? No doubt. From
There
like,
is
pet
specialist
shops.
rabbit food you get
Yeah.
from pet shops
Yeah.
and everything. It's
Yeah.
funny to think that in a supermarket, like for us two, there's two aisles in a supermarket that we would never usually visit.
Oh yeah.
Pet aisle and the baby aisle.
Indeed.
Yeah, but there's ones that you don't like. All the other aisles in the supermarket, everyone seems to visit, but those two are like only if you've got a specific. Well, if you only got a baby or a pet.
Yeah, indeed. I was just thinking, actually, I remember actually when I was very, very young, this is, way back in my childhood, we did actually have a couple of pet rabbits at one point. We had like a hutch for them, and we had like a proper rabbit run, during warm days. We sort of rigged that up and just put the hutch by it so they could scamper about in it. I remember we started off with two of them, but they were both male rabbits, so they kept fighting. So in the end, we kind of had to rehome one of them, because otherwise they would have just literally kept scrapping with each other.
Yeah, they do. That's the problem. If you have two males that keep scrapping, if you have a male and a female, they'll, well, as the saying goes, multiplying like rabbits.
Yeah, they'll do the dirty. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Indeed, yeah. Okay, so your life sucks on that one then.
Yeah, no, I don't think you deserved it to have them pissing on you.
Nah. In contrast to what the 84 people seem to think, but
Yeah, I know.
indeed. Okay, over to me. They're everywhere. Today I started a new job. I was in a meeting all day training under a guy. This was the same middle-class gravy boat guy who has no idea what he's doing, attributes things to false positive root causes, and is defensive whenever someone knows more than him. I left my last job because of this type of guy. Fuck my
God.
life. Ooh. So you've
Yeah,
got
I know what you mean. I've heard of these types of people before.
somebody who's been over-promoted. Yeah.
Yes, that's the thing,
Yeah.
and I'm not too sure what's going on.
What's the there's like a term, what is it? I've got it in my sort of head, but I can't remember the specific name for it. It's like the line of competence or something, where it's like people in an organisation progressively get promoted up as they display their skills, but at some point there is like a point at which they get promoted up into something that's finally too challenging for them.
And they can't do it.
Yeah,
Yes.
and so
Yeah,
that's
you
like
get
their
people
kind of
like that.
plateau. Yeah.
Some people who get thrust into like managerial sort of roles, and they're really
Yeah.
not that
Yeah.
well versed with the managerial sort of thing.
No, they don't really have the kind of experience or expertise for it. Yeah.
I hate when people, especially that bit. I hate when people get defensive when they know
Yeah.
more.
That's
When they know more than you.
I guess
You're like, oh, away.
do you think that might be a sign that maybe the guy kind of knows that he doesn't really know how to do the job and he just feels kind of insecure about it, perhaps a bit threatened, rather than perhaps
Yes.
just being
Oh,
open?
and that will show up in his defensive stance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wonder if maybe that's the case. Yeah, that's the
I
thing.
see what you mean there. I see what you mean. That probably could be right there, but no doubt he might get found out eventually
Yeah.
that he's not quite right for the
Indeed.
job, and maybe gets a demotion.
Yeah. That's unfortunate that you're working under someone like that, definitely. So, I guess...
Middle-class gravy boat guy. That's
Quite a
a
term.
weird expression.
Yeah. Indeed. I was just wondering, sort of, in terms of what this person can do. I mean, if it's not too serious an issue, if he's not too much of a, if he's not douchey or he's just kind of defensive, then I don't know, maybe you could speak to sort of HR and just give them maybe like a gentle nudge to maybe just talk to him and perhaps try and help him. But if he's a bit of a douche about it, then it might unfortunately be one of those situations where perhaps you just have to kind of keep your options open and maybe start looking for another position. I don't know.
Oh God, already?
Yeah,
I know,
already
when it started.
Indeed.
Yeah. Well, let's hope maybe you won't maybe you're only training under this person for a few moments, and then you might move somewhere elsewhere, and you might leave him to it. So it won't be too bad. But yes,
like you say, it does say it's training under this guy. So you might end up once you've done your training, you might be sort of going over to someone else. Who knows? So you might only be with him for a certain amount of time.
Amount of time. That won't be too long. Absolutely. So life sucks on that one. I think. Oh no, I think we've only done one so far that we've done a You Deserved It.
Only one. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, it's on to me, isn't it? Yes.
It is indeed.
Based on your purchase history. Today in the break room at work, I was looking through my email on my phone about my Amazon orders. There was a suggested product that looked like a dildo. I turned around to see my boss behind me glancing at my phone.
Ooh. Okay, so...
Sorry, that's a bit funny. That's a little funny, that.
Yes. I know that obviously when you're in the break room, you can sort of get your phone out and just, chill, but... I always think, if you're at work and you're looking out, do just, try and keep your own privacy a little bit.
I mean, you say a suggested product looked like a dildo. It might not have been. It might just have been shaped like it. Yeah, there are lots of things that are shaped like that.
Oh yeah.
And it might just have been something else. And I'm sure. But who knows what you get up to in your spare time? Well, that's up to you.
Yeah. I feel like we need more information from this OP. What have they been looking at on their Amazon page that the algorithm has decided, oh yeah, here's a product that might be of interest to you.
Yeah, because the Amazon always does it based on what you purchased last and what you've been viewing. So obviously, if you could have a look at, let's say you decided to have a look at Misery by Stephen King, it might suggest other Stephen King books or other various different books as well. Or it might, if you've got a new game, it might suggest on the games you've got. But
so on the one hand, I'd say, your life sucks. I mean, this could just be one of those honest moments where your boss was sort of looking around and just happened to glance sort of in
if I was your
direction.
boss, I'd probably just have a little giggle.
Yeah.
I can't. You can't get disciplinary for it. Firstly, in the break room, and it's not just a thing. I'd just be like, oh dear.
It could be an honest mistake. I don't. If your boss is fine, then I agree. I think he or she probably won't do anything. They'll just forget about it. Yeah.
I don't think you technically can, because it isn't if you're in the break room and on your break, you're sort of a little bit off the clock, aren't you?
It depends. Yeah. I mean, it depends.
When you're on your lunch break, you're off the clock.
It depends
for
what
that half an
country
hour.
you're in, what the sort of regulation around break times is. Because I know, for example, in when I was part-time working in a supermarket, there was sort of thing around break times where if it's of a certain short length, then you're being paid for it. So you're not quite sort of on the clock, but you're still kind of being paid. But if it's a longer break, there's a bit more kind of freedom around it.
At lunchtime.
Yeah. So if it's like above sort of half an hour, then it's a bit more kind of flexible. I'm not really explaining this very well, but yes.
A little bit of life sucks on that one.
Yeah, I would say
it's not You Deserved It.
Nah, it's not. Indeed, yeah, I agree.
Unless your last product was a dildo and it has come up, then it probably is a little bit You Deserved It on that one. Yeah,
I just wanted to anticipate you need a bit more privacy there so people don't see that. Yes,
absolutely.
Indeed. Okay, on to the next one then. This woman's work. Today, I looked at pictures of myself from 20 years ago when I was a teenager and realised I have only about a quarter of my hair left. I'm a woman.
Oh, that is a bit unfortunate. Yeah,
that is
unfortunately, there is moments, where unfortunately baldness can come in. It's what's it called? It's the technical alopecia, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
It's a technical term for hair loss.
Yeah.
Now, it's not good, especially if you're a woman as well. I know that for men, it's a bit more all right to start getting balding, and people do start getting receding hairlines and all that.
Because the thing is, if she was looking at pictures when she was a teenager and that was 20 years ago, then she'll be in her 30s by now. Then somewhere around there. Yeah.
If it's 30s, I can see that's really bad. But if you're coming towards your 60s, your 70s or something.
Yeah. I'd say if it's quite drastic hair loss, then I don't know,
there might be something.
Maybe you
something
need to
issue there.
Yeah, maybe you just need to perhaps talk about it with a doctor or someone. But it does suck. Yeah, it absolutely sucks. I
don't think that's You Deserved It. Why have 38 people done that?
I guess there might be trolls. I don't know. There's sort of people who just click You Deserved It regardless of what it is.
Oh, this person's from Aachen in Germany.
Aachen.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okie
dokie.
On to the next one.
which is the joy of newborn babies. Today, after I, my fiancée and the doctors tried all day to get my son to eat for more than just 3 minutes straight, he decided to eat for 30 minutes straight in the middle of the night when I just wanted to sleep.
Yep, your life sucks, but that is, as your title says, that is the joy of newborn babies.
Yeah,
They will
that's
do that.
Yeah. Marla 19 from Sweden. That's, I mean, you sort of got yourself into that when you started having children.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I think some people, not saying that is the case with this person necessarily, but sometimes I think people maybe don't fully understand the level of commitment when you're actually having a child.
It is extreme
your
commitment.
whole life is gonna change, and certainly for those first couple of years, it's going to be, pretty hands-on. It's going to be very hard work. So, if you're thinking of having a kid out there, don't be under any illusion about it.
Lack of sleep. That's a biggie.
Indeed, yeah.
That's a big one. That is, you will have a huge lack of sleep. I'm afraid.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes when you have kids. Lots of I've not had kids, so obviously I can't.
Neither of us have, so we're not experienced. But I think we know enough about the subject to be able to say that. Yeah. Because we think.
Plus, it's good that they're finally eating, even if it is 30 minutes in the middle of the night. As long as they're eating,
it's better than nothing. Yeah, indeed. I know. I mean, having said that, I think the both of us have probably been around enough people who've had newborn babies to pick up a few things. Because I know colleagues and things who have very young children, and they tell you all about it. Yeah. So
they do, and sometimes they just don't stop telling you all about it.
Then you end up with baby pictures on Facebook and things like that.
No, I know that is a little bit annoying. But I know people like to have talk about their babies and everything.
Indeed, yes. Oh, so your life sucks, definitely.
Yeah, but you should understand it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't really avoid it. Indeed.
Okay.
Where is my mind? By brain fart. Today I was put on a medication for severe migraines. One of the side effects is difficulty concentrating and word recall. I was writing a paper and sat there trying to remember how to spell isn't. This medication better work. Fuck my life. That sucks. That does suck in that instance.
Yeah, but hopefully it cures your severe migraines, because as we've talked before, migraines are an absolute bugger. But if you couldn't remember how to spell isn't, why not just try putting it to its full form? Is not.
Is not.
There you go.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's not really your fault, OP. At the end of the day, you have this problem. You need to take the meds. Unfortunately, one of the side effects is that. So there's not really much you can do about that. You just, it's one of those things you just have to take it as it comes. So
as long as it's helping your migraines, keep it down, and it should help. I don't know how long you put on medication for, but hopefully it'll start reducing it, and then you'll never have to worry about it again.
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to recall the words that you recall the words that you.
Are your meds kicking in over there, Phil?
Need. That's it. Need. It's like that To Ronnie sketch. The one where they're in the pub and it's always the Ronnie Barker completing the Ronnie Corbett's sentence.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, that's so funny. So I was down with my wife at the pub. No, at the bar. No, at the brothel. No, at my house. It's really funny. Watch that one. It's really fun.
Classic comedy, very good stuff.
Well, it's good because their wordplay is fantastic.
Yeah, there's a lot of their comedy often uses wordplay, and they are it's genius sometimes, the things they do. It was so good.
What is so sad is the fact they're both dead.
Yeah, that is the sad part.
Still watch it on YouTube, but that was one of the...
One of the ones I was always impressed by. Sorry, we're going on a bit of a tangent here.
No, it's good to do these things.
Was one of the ones that I was impressed by with Ronnie Barker. Don't know if you've seen it. The one where he is playing the part of a representative of the Department of Mispronunciation.
Oh my god, yes.
That was so good. He must have practiced that so hard to be able to do that scene all in one go. It was just incredible. Every other word where he's mispronouncing it deliberately.
Taking a lot of another one that must have taken a big one was the one where the guy always copies what the other guy says, and he starts making it huge. I was visiting Addis Ababa with all these alliterations, and they did really.
Man. Good stuff. They were very good stuff.
We might have to do maybe a Say You're Being Hunted comedy episode. I know we've already done a comedy one.
Yeah.
But maybe two.
Indeed, yeah.
So for this one, your life does suck, unfortunately.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. In agreement with you there. Yeah.
Okay. So Big Mouth strikes again. Today, my boyfriend came over. My mum told me the story about the time she caught me having sex with my ex-boyfriend. My ex is his best friend.
Ooh, yeah. That's unfortunate.
That's
quick question actually here that I feel we need a bit more information on. Did you know that your current boyfriend is the best friend of your ex-boyfriend? Did you already know that, or did you not know that? Because that could change things a bit.
Yeah. I can see why you deserved it. It's got a bit more in it. Your life socks.
But
I would assume you would have known.
Having said that, at the same time, your mum sort of blabbing out about that story seems, at the same time, I feel like there's potentially a bit of elements of both of your life sucks and you deserved it to this one, depending, like I say, on whether you knew about the boyfriend being the ex-boyfriend's best friend. It all depends on that.
Yeah, that sort of knowledge. If you knew, then I'm sorry, it's a bit of you deserved it. But if you didn't, then it's a bit of your life sucks. And your mum shouldn't have done that.
Indeed.
There's a lot of issues with mums on this FML.
Yeah.
Or mother-in-laws, doing things that they shouldn't be doing.
I was about to say, last round it was in-laws and things like that.
Yeah.
This time it seems to be mothers.
Does.
So it comes in cycles, it seems. Yeah, so it could be agree your life
bit
sucks,
of a mixture, isn't it?
It could be you deserved it, depending on, like we say, the whether or not there was that prior knowledge there.
Absolutely.
Or not. Yeah. Okay. My turn, isn't it, for the next one?
Oh, and it's from Swindon. Oh, look at that.
Swindon. Hey, look at that. Can you hear me, Dave? Today, my dad started Skyping with his long-distance friend. They're both almost 90, barely have their hearing, and can't stop shouting. This is kind of amusing.
That's
in a
quite
way.
funny. Yeah. It's good to see. Wow, it's good to see that they're almost 90 and they're still keeping in with technology.
Yeah.
I like that because there's not my granddad doesn't have a thing to do with technology. I mean, he's got quite a good TV and a soundbar, but the phone he has is just like a basic phone with A, B, C, and D, where you store the numbers in, but there's nothing else to it.
Indeed.
Yeah, so doesn't have anything to do with technology at all.
My grandparents on my mother's side of the family, they're not very technologically savvy either. My grandmother was amazed a couple of years ago when, for a birthday present, someone bought her a digital photo frame, so it's like it cycles through pictures.
Yes, I know those.
She was absolutely amazed by it. She was like, "Whoa, what is this?"
Well, you see, they've lived in a sort of era where none of this stuff was common.
Yeah.
And now look, we're in an era with the PlayStation 5s coming up and OLED TVs and.
Because the thing is, like, a lot of these amazing technologies, they've come about in the last 20, 30 years, so the pace of kind of technological acceleration has been pretty crazy, so no wonder, some people find it utterly incredible, because it's not like they've been introduced to it gradually, it's like it's all suddenly coming about all at once.
And Skype is fantastic. Obviously, we're using Skype right now.
Yeah.
Skype is a fantastic tool for communication, a VoIP service as it's called, which stands for Voice over Internet Protocol. And it's just fantastic. But it's good to hear that your dad's still having a chat with his friend.
Yeah. Take it this
and
way.
Even if they are shouting.
Heartwarming.
Even if they are shouting.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Indeed. Yeah.
I can understand it'll be annoying for.
Yeah, it would get annoying in some. If it was constant, but I don't know. You haven't said that it's constant, so who knows? Maybe it's just an occasional thing. Who knows? Okay. Yeah. So. I guess agree your life sucks, but it is kind of heartwarming.
Absolutely. Blowing in the wind. Today, for the third night in a row, I didn't get any sleep because my neighbour's new dog won't stop barking when the wind blows. Where I live, we get major wind gusts most days of the week. It's going to be another long night.
Ooh, yeah, that's your life sucks on that one. I'm just trying to think, what could you do about that?
Having a bark when the wind blows? Yeah, I've not heard of that before.
Yeah.
So I can understand. Maybe, have you got light window? Can you shut your window tightly, or have you hopefully got like double pane glass?
Yeah.
But if it's bad, maybe consider triple glazed glass or something like that.
Indeed.
That must be annoying. Like all of a sudden.
Just wondering as well, is there something you could get to try and cover your ears while you're sleeping to try and just muffle the sound a bit, maybe? I don't know, can you get sort of stuff like that for when you're sleeping? You probably
can. Have earplugs, can't you? Yeah. Put earplugs in your ears. Could do that. That's one thing. But they can sort of hurt your ear after a while or make it itchy.
Depends, how you're sort of sleeping.
Also, I like the title. The title is a reference to I think it's to a Cat Stevens song.
Oh, right.
blowing in the wind. Yeah, I think they're making a reference to that. So I like that reference.
So yeah, I think we're going with Your Life Sucks on that one. Definitely.
Dogs can be annoying, certainly, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, on to you.
In for the long haul. Today, my very financially stable grandparents bought my girlfriend and I 2 first-class tickets on Air Emirates, which to me is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To my dismay, my colon did not approve of the peanuts, and I spent the whole flight shitting out what seemed to be molten rocks.
Ooh, buggery.
Yeah.
So, maybe you've got a bit of an allergy to peanuts there.
Sounds like
I know most allergies cause asphyxiation and things like that.
Sounds like it, Mr. Poopy Nuts.
Mr. Poopy Nuts. Oh yeah, just saw the. Oh dear. Oh, I'm really sorry about that.
I'm guessing by the fact.
But hey, you
you're
got 2 first-class
them...
tickets on Air Emirates.
So I'm guessing by the fact that you were eating these peanuts to begin with, that maybe you didn't know you had some kind of allergy to them. This is maybe the first time.
Yeah, I don't know
if
it's an allergy, or if it's just.
Maybe there's something wrong with those particular peanuts. Well, who knows? Yeah, but that is very unfortunate. Yes, especially when you're up in the air and all you've got is an aeroplane bathroom.
The airplane toilet's not very good. Can you? And imagine you with your girlfriend as well, constantly going, I'm gonna have to go again. I'm sorry, I'm off.
I suppose the one kind of silver lining is maybe, I'm guessing in first class they get their own sort of bathroom, toilet facilities.
I think they do, and it's very spacious, isn't it? You've got all that leg room, and you can just chill out. I'd love to try first class, unlike anything, even on a train, because they're good on trains as well.
Fun little story from 2011. Speaking of first class on trains, when me and a load of my family went to Belgium for a trip to Bruges and Ypres. Basically, because we wanted to go and visit Ypres one day, we had to get a train from Bruges. We had a stopover. Sorry, not a stopover. We had to briefly change trains in Kortrijk. And on the way back from Ypres, once again heading back to Kortrijk so we could change over to get to Bruges. Basically, the train that we needed had pulled in the station, so we got on, and we were in this carriage that just looked really kind of scratty, and it looked a bit weird. And we were the only people sort of sat in there. And then, as the train's sort of pulling out of the station, the conductor comes back to sort of check our tickets, and he looks at it and says, "You're in first class." And we're like, "Hang on a minute, mate. You're having a giggle, aren't you? This is first class." This really scratty looking carriage. And so it turned out that the second class carriage further down the train was actually more comfortable than the first class one. It was weird.
What on earth?
It was bizarre. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yes.
A little scratchy. Oh dear.
Yeah, it was a funny one, but it was a good trip. Yeah.
Good little trip. Yeah. I've never. It would be nice to give it a whirl like first class, but it's really nice. I know, because you get your own sort of like food as well, and wine and
just more leg room and things like that.
But well, I think we can say that's probably put this person off peanuts for a long time.
Yes, probably has. Okay.
So your life sucks.
Life sucks, definitely, indeed.
Okay, on to the next one, which is 80 and twat. Of course. Today, I overheard my boyfriend telling his best friend that the only reason he likes to sleep over at my house is for the sex and the fast internet.
Maybe time to have a chat with your boyfriend?
Yeah, I think it's time to have a chat, or time to move on, I think.
Possibly.
Because that's awful.
Yeah.
That's not nice at all.
That, indeed. Is there no sort of emotional or romantic connection going on here? If there isn't, then...
Yeah,
if that's what you're wanting in the relationship, maybe he's not the one.
Maybe he's not the one.
Yes.
But hey, fast Wi-Fi. That's what we're all about.
Yeah.
Want the Wi-Fi.
Indeed. Yeah.
Yes. Oh dear. That's life sucks absolutely on that one, I'm afraid. I think it's time to have a look elsewhere.
So Phil, what do you look for in your partners? I look for fast Wi-Fi. I don't care about the sex, I don't care about anything else, I just want that fast Wi-Fi.
Or just combine them. How about fast internet sex?
Wow.
There you go, that's essentially Paul. Yes.
Damn, yes.
There you go.
Oh, so your life sucks on that one. I think,
absolutely. Sorry
not much else to say about that.
Okay.
Indeed. MasterChef. Today I bought tomato sauce and tomato paste to make rigatoni. Forgot to buy the meat and the pasta.
Okay. One question springing to mind here. How? Yeah, you answered it for me there. So you went to the supermarket, went in going, right, rigatoni tonight. Let me have a look. So I've got the tomato sauce, put that in the basket there. Tomato paste. Right, well, off I go to the checkout. Beep, beep, beep. Right, paid for that. in the car,
Back
went
home.
home. I've done it. I can't wait for my rigger to.
Oh.
Hang on a minute.
Something's missing
You
here.
pull out your bag. You pull out your bag. You got the tomato. Oh.
Oh.
I mean,
Just that,
I'm
oh.
sorry. This is a you deserved it.
Yeah,
big
come
time.
on. I
How
mean,
could you forget the meat and the pasta
like
when you've got the
most
unless you
important
really had a
parts.
brain fart
Yeah,
moment.
I mean, everyone gets it. We all have brain fart moments, but that's. I mean, surely though, Todd, you must have had like a shopping list or something that you could maybe refer to, where everything's written down that you need. I mean, that's the whole point. Well, one of the whole reasons why you write a shopping list before you go, so that you don't forget anything.
Is it difficult to go back out and get them as
Yeah.
well? Because if not, you can have a look in your
Yeah.
fridge to see if you've got anything else.
Indeed.
If not, you might have to go out
Yeah.
and get the meat and the pasta. But yeah, they're two vital components for pasta. I mean, for pasta, you need pasta.
Yeah.
I think I'm not too sure, but I think you need pasta for pasta.
What makes you think that, Phil?
Isn't it? I think if I'm not mistaken, rigatoni is like penne pasta, but it's bigger, bigger holes in it. I think it looks very similar to penne, but it's just slightly bigger.
Yeah. There's so many different types of pasta.
Oh.
I can remember obviously the easy ones like macaroni and fusilli and stuff
One of my
like that.
favourite pastas is the fusilli. I like those are the spiral ones,
Yeah.
and the shell ones, which are called the conglitli.
That's the one.
I
Yeah.
can't pronounce it, but yeah, I like the shell ones. They're good. Yeah, I'm afraid you deserved it.
Yeah. Though speaking of food, though, a little meal that's become a favourite of mine recently because it's really easy to get and everything's, there's a lot of ingredients for it just in one place in my local supermarket, is to get stir-fry veg and like stir-fry noodles and maybe a bit of meat and a nice good sauce and just throw it all into a frying pan on a high heat for about 10 minutes. Oh,
Yeah.
tasty. But you get like, sachets of sweet chili sauce and stuff like that and you just, oh yes, so nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is nice. That is
Because the packets have a lot of stuff in them, you can usually split it in half and then, 2 meals of the week sorted.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
you can do that. Yeah, you can kind of get a bit of oil in the pan, get it
Yeah.
all
Fried
cooked up.
Yeah.
It's
There you go.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm afraid you deserved it.
Yeah.
I'm
You
saying
kind of
on
did.
that one. Right. Oh, it's on to me. Bitty. Oh, Bitty. Oh, okay,
That
that's
reminds me
interesting.
of something.
Today it was my brother's wedding. So my mother-in-law, oh here we go, mother-in-law time, was taking care of my 8-month-old son. When I came back to our room to check how things were going, I saw her breastfeeding my child. She said it was the only way to calm him down because he didn't have a pacifier. Or
Okay.
if you're from the UK, a dummy.
Yeah.
as we-
That's,
So this guy's from Hungary. Okay.
yeah. Is it a guy or is it a woman? I can't quite tell from the little... I think it's a
Well,
woman. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, so we've got another mother-in-law doing things. Hang on a
Yes.
minute. Why is breastfeeding in inverted commas?
Yeah.
So she wasn't breastfeeding your child then?
Yeah, but why? Yeah,
is
I don't
breastfeeding
get that.
inverted
Why
commas?
that's a strange one. I mean, even so, I mean, it's it is kind of weird because I would have thought
But
that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That is very weird.
Yeah, would have thought really,
maybe
if
you could go
anyone's going
find
to
a
breastfeed, should be the mother, surely, not the mother-in-law. Indeed. So I think
maybe
that's a life sucks on that one.
Yeah, it's a huge. Oh God, look at the majority of the
Yeah.
life sucks. Yeah.
Indeed.
Sorry about that. Yeah, you need to probably have a little bit of a word there.
Yes.
But nice to see the mother-in-laws are returning.
Here they come. Yeah, we're wondering.
Yeah.
There was a distinct absence of in-laws so
I
far
know,
in this one.
but they've come now.
Here they are,
Absolutely.
yes. On to the next one. Bonjour. Today in a job interview, I confirmed I could speak French as I lived in France for 6 years and became fluent, but I was so nervous that when my interviewer started speaking French, I froze up and the entire French language exited my brain like it was escaping a fire. I was kicked out for lying. Fuck my life.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, we've all we've all had moments where we have brain freezes like that, and simple things suddenly can't come to us. I'm pretty sure every single one of us has probably had an experience like that at some point.
Yeah,
in
and
our
I
life.
could say, when it comes to trying to, when you're talking over the phone, trying to give a word that begins with that letter, and you completely forget the phonetic alphabet,
Yeah.
and you're just trying to think of something. Okay, so that's S, and they're like, what is that F? No, that's S for
S for shit.
yeah, for shit. I'll say that.
Oh dear.
But
Yes.
surely all of the French can't have just exited your brain.
I know.
Surely it could have. Remember, I mean, some must have been there. It was a bit nasty of the interview to just kick you out.
Yeah. Maybe just they could have done something to try and kind of calm you down a bit and just give you a bit more space to sort of pick things up at your own pace perhaps a little bit. But yeah, that does suck. I think on this one I'm in agreement. Your life sucks on that one.
Yeah,
it's just one of those moments, unfortunately.
Sometimes though, when speaking French, it can be quite quick. Yes. I know that. When people, because it's a very fast language. It's one of the romantic languages, isn't it, French?
Yeah. Je m'appelle Rouge avec les châteaux dans l'autobus avec le chien. That's my French right there.
So your name is Red, and you're on the and you like to be on a bus with a dog.
Yes, something like that, and something about chateau as well. I think I inserted in there.
Well, a chateau's a bit of a house.
A house,
well,
castle,
no,
whatever it is.
Yeah, it's all those little chalet sort of thing. Yeah, life sucks. I'm afraid. Yeah, definitely life sucks on that one.
Yes.
Okay.
Music. There we go. That's
lockdown fashion. Today, my partner got a lockdown haircut. He now has a mullet.
Oh dear. Yeah. I mean, I know some people maybe need to just, cut their own hair because perhaps certain shops might not be open depending on what country you're in. But oh man, yes.
I assume there's still some hairdressers that are closed. Around here, they're all open.
Might be, yeah. I think the ones in my local area are sort of, for the most part, reopened. Yeah. But it might be different in other parts of the world. Hell, it might even be different in other parts of the country for all I know.
Yeah, it could, I think so far it's okay, but yeah, it's good. Hey, if he wanted a mullet, I suppose it's up to him. If he wants it.
Yeah, God, mullets.
It's very 80s haircut.
Yeah,
oh my God, I'm just imagining you. Oh, just imagine you with a mullet.
Oh,
my God, that was a funny image that came into my head then.
I'm picturing you with one right now, and it's like, oh Jesus.
Yeah.
That's not something you should ever do.
No, it's not something anyone should ever do. To be honest, I know it's a very sort of 80s thing, that sort of hairstyle. But I suppose each to their own. You do what you want to do. I mean, is it really your life sucks? I mean, it's their hair; they can do with it what they want.
True,
but it's not. Yeah. It's not really your life sucks or you deserved it.
No, it's sort of like a. I don't really know which way to go. It's his hair, and I can sort of understand why maybe that'd be a bit whoa for you, but I don't really have any inclination on that one either. No.
Okay.
Stuck in traffic by What a Strange Trip This Is. Today I'm still learning how to drive stick.
That's basically manual. Yeah, manual.
I went to pick up my son from school and stalled out during high traffic. The crossing guard had to rescue me by getting in my car and pull it out of the flow of traffic.
Well, at least he's a very nice crossing guard.
Yeah. It kind of sucks. I see there's a lot of people who have clicked "You deserved it," and I can sort of understand maybe that perhaps because you're still learning how to drive, maybe you should be perhaps keeping your driving to times when
not with high traffic.
If you're not confident or you're not yet really kind of good at it, maybe try and make alternate arrangements for getting your son from school, perhaps. So
do actually have a little. The original posters actually posted a thing. They've said they got the car as a Christmas present. Previous car was totaled. Poor single mum, so didn't have much choice except to learn how to drive in that way of walk. I was doing fairly well, but was in a line of cars on a hill with a car behind me a few inches off my bumper, and the first and reverse are right next to each other.
Oh, okay.
And hang on, I'll read the next bit. And in a panic, couldn't figure out if it was in reverse. On a hill, you really have to hit the gas or you roll back. Couldn't tell which gear I was in, so the choice was not hit the gas hard enough and roll into the car behind me, or maybe accidentally reverse and floor into the car behind me. Had a blind moment of panic. The crossing guard was a sweetheart and pulled my car up for me so I could take a few breaths. Then cheered me on when I recovered and peeled out.
Oh, well, that's a happy ending then.
Yeah,
sort of.
So I like to see that there was a bit of a happy ending.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's always annoying when you're sort of driving and there's some numpty who's like right up behind you when they shouldn't be. They should leave your room, especially if you're on a hill. Good. Yeah.
Good to get the crossing guard to help out. Yeah. Life sucks in that one.
Yeah, I think we'll go life sucks definitely.
Okay.
With that information.
On to me, uninvolved. Today I woke up to the only home I've ever known in 32 years being burnt to ash by wildlife. But it's by wildfire with everything we own inside. Barely getting me and my Why were you laughing there? This is
I was
very
laughing. I was laughing at this image that you put in my head of wildlife burning the house down.
wildlife burning it.
Just
Well, it
picturing
could be
a
if
bunch
it was
of
a dragon.
Yeah.
Imagine if it was a dragon. Yeah.
Yeah.
With everything we own inside, barely getting me and my dogs out alive. Oh Jesus! My boyfriend, 3 years, promised me we'd work this through together, no matter what it took. Only to completely ghost me a few hours later.
Yeah, just to clarify, I wasn't laughing at the bit about barely getting out alive.
I know. I was
from your
about to
dogs.
say.
I'm not that evil.
Bloody
Yes.
hell. Well, General Red Strategist.
Well, General Red Strategist is evil, but the person behind the camera, I'm actually not. Yes, it's like Jekyll and Hyde
Behind the
over
camera?
here. Well, behind the screen, I should say. Yes.
Well, that is awful.
It is awful.
Having your place that you've burning down, and then having your significant other just disappearing.
Yeah, that is really horrible of him, actually. Just to
What is going on? What is going on with these people and their relationships? They're just fucking them off and just disappearing.
It's just evidently there must be some real jerks out there, Phil.
I know, this is crazy. I'm really sorry to hear that, though. This is absolutely... Oh, fuck off, you 52 people.
I know, that's awful. That's just complete, utter...
Trolls.
Trolling
Gotta
of
be
the worst
trolls.
kind. Yeah, indeed. There's no
Absolutely,
way
your
you
life
deserve that.
sucks on that one. No, not about wildfire.
Yeah.
Sorry, very sorry.
Yeah. Definitely yours life sucks. No more things to say about that one, I think. My turn, isn't it? Co-parenting by not helping. Today I confiscated my daughter's tablet, phone and laptop after I caught her exchanging nudes with boys. My ex then called me in a rage, threatening to take me to court over stealing his belongings since he purchased them. No concern for our daughter's behaviour, just him wanting the stuff. Wow. Yeah. I mean, I know technically, yes, he bought them, but given that the daughter is...
Yeah, they shouldn't be doing that.
Shouldn't be doing that.
I can see why he's now an ex.
Yeah, if he's ringing up and getting all angry with you like that, he sounds like he has freaking emotional issues that he needs to bloody... Yeah,
that definitely needs to have a talk, just saying. But she's exchanging nudes. How old is she as well? That's indeed creepy.
Big question, yeah. If she's underage, then technically that is child pornography, and that can be a serious issue.
Well, no, if she's underage, but she's doing it with underage boys of the same age, then it's not.
Well,
It's not child pornography. No, if she let's say she's 14 and she's exchanging these nudes with 14-year-old boys, it's not child pornography because they're the same sort of age. As if she was.
Are you sure that that's what the law says? Because I was always under the impression that it doesn't matter who you're intending to send it to. If you've produced something that features an underage person in that kind of situation, it's child pornography because that's a minor. It doesn't matter who you're sending it to.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think it's if it's. I
feel like citations needed on this one. We need clarification on what the law actually says on that. Yeah.
What the law? That could be UK law. Because this goes to the United States. I don't know.
Any US
laws are all sorts
out there. What's the kind of law on that? What are the
laws are all sorts. They're all sorts of wacky and crazy in all sorts of different places, aren't they?
Yeah.
Bit stupid of the ex to go into a flying rage.
Yeah. I think this is definitely your life sucks on that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
You need to have a very serious talk, both with your ex, I think, and with your daughter as well.
Yeah.
To tell her that sort of thing is not okay. She should not be doing that. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, observational comedy. Today, I, an insecure high school student, told my 11-year-old sister that I got my period in 3rd grade. She responded with, "What? Then how come we didn't have tits until last year?"
Wow. Okay. Jeez. Yeah, kids coming out with stuff that's inappropriate.
Sometimes
I think if you're a parent or something like that, apparently sometimes it can be really hard to keep that kind of poker face when if your kid
as
comes
well,
out with stuff like that because you just want to laugh. But yeah,
puberty works in different ways as well. Can't forget that as well. Yeah, you don't really know much when you're 11 years old. You're still getting used to the world and how things work.
Yeah. Indeed. Yeah, so I think that's your life sucks, I would say, on that one.
Yeah, I would say absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So on
to
to Priorities by Brodam. Today we began our honeymoon with a Yellowstone park hike. Wildfires took hold at both ends of the park. We lost all cell service. Her parents and my mum worried, texted and called. My dad just logged into my fantasy football team to pick up a running back in this week's waiver wire.
Oh, so
wow. Dad's got his priorities definitely straight.
Bit of fantasy football.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dearie me.
I did, funnily enough, fantasy football. I did have a go at doing that here. This is the United States. It'll be fantasy NFL. It'll be the American football. But I did have a go. It's interesting because it's basically putting together your team, and then when they win or when they score, you get points.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. But Yellowstone National Park, I've been there. I've been to Yellowstone Park. We went. I've told you this before. I went with, but I'll tell you as well. Went with parents in 2008 to the US, and we went to the Wyoming, Montana area.
Yeah.
And we went to Yellowstone National Park. Oh, amazing! Absolutely amazing. It's chock full with so many geysers or geysers. So many. And what you wait for is the big. There's a massive one called Old Faithful, which goes to like 80 feet in the air. Yeah. And it only does it once every hour.
Wow!
So you just have to wait, and then eventually, it was amazing.
I bet it was quite
such an experience. Yeah. Such an experience, and you get to see all these geezers walking around. Yellowstone National Park, I highly recommend. Yeah, we went there back in 2008, and it was just so good.
Sounds very good. Yeah, definitely. Okay, I say your life sucks on that one. Definitely. That must have been a pretty scary moment though when you had wildfires.
Yeah, we've had two now with wildfires, haven't we?
Indeed.
This wasn't quite as severe as the person who had their house burned down that you laughed at, but
yes.
No, but yeah, you can see the differences between mums and dads.
Yeah.
Yes.
One is petrified for your safety. The other just wants to get that sweet football team together.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay, on to the next one, which is now playing. Today, my 11-year-old cousin who lives with me has discovered Old Town Road. He's been playing it for 4 hours on repeat, and I'm ready to scream.
Oh dear, yes.
Old Town Road, I haven't heard of that track.
No, I haven't.
Is that a track? But I suppose playing any music for 4 hours on repeat, can get a bit grating to other people.
Yeah, it can.
Maybe you need to have a little word with the 11-year-old, because, 11 years old, they should start to understand,
Yeah. I suppose what would be worse than that is if you're on like a long car journey and you've got little kids in the back and you can just hear, you just have to play the same music.
Play it again, play Wheels on the Bus, Wheels on the Bus, the wheels on the bus go round and round, again, Wheels on the Bus go, oh God.
Do you remember that Simpsons episode? Have you ever seen the Simpsons episode where it has Roofy on the TV and it's like this children's TV show that's aimed at babies and he has this like really repetitive song that he constantly plays?
Oh yeah.
And Marge gets a tape of it for Maggie that they play in the car. Like Bart and Lisa are like driven to distraction by it. It's like tie your shoe. It goes round and around like this.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny when I remember that scene in Shrek. Do you remember the scene in Shrek 1 where they arrive at the famous castle and there's that they do that little sort of there's that what do you call them? Oh God, what do you call them? Where they had those little figures that did that little ditty song.
Oh yeah. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
I don't know what they're called, but the funny bit is it finishes, and then Donkey goes, "Wow, let's do that again."
That's the one. Yeah. It took me a moment to remember, but no, I can picture that perfectly. It was like "Welcome to Duloc," whoever it was.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then Shrek's like, "No, no, no,
no, we're here for other purposes."
Yeah, that was a good scene.
Brilliant.
Eddie Murphy and Mike Myers there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, your life sucks on that one,
yeah,
definitely.
Absolutely. Great. So, okay, on to you.
Okay, NFL 2020. Today it was the first game of 2020 Notre Dame football. My boyfriend's family are huge fans and were upset because they weren't doing well. When I left to get snacks for everyone, Notre Dame finally started playing better. I've been sent to the kitchen until further notice because apparently I'm bad luck.
Oh dear.
Oh dearie me. Yes. Well, on the bright side, you can eat all the refreshments.
This is American football. Why is the football team named after a very significant architectural thing in Paris?
Well, the thing about America is there's a lot of places and things like that which are technically share names with places in France, in Britain, things like that, because obviously it was settled by so many European nationalities.
True, yeah.
Like, for example, there's places like Birmingham in Alabama, there's like Cambridge somewhere in the UK, in the US even. Then you got like New Orleans, places like that. So it's obviously there's a lot of like European place names that
New York,
adopted.
which is coming after York.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, you got snacks, everyone, so I suppose that's okay.
Yeah.
I think you should just go in just to provide. No, I'm not leaving. If your team don't win, your team don't win. Sorry, but I'm staying.
Yeah. There you go. So your life sucks on that one.
Your life
Indeed.
sucks,
Yeah. Dearie me.
Witnessed. Today, during a family road trip, my mum decided to spring a surprise conversion on us.
Oh, God.
This included screaming Bible verses, blasting crazy gospel music, and sobbing that we needed to repent before we were all condemned to hell for eternity. She did this for 4 hours straight.
Okay. Well, that's a trip to remember, isn't it? That
is
one.
Now, I'm going to say something here. I don't mind at all, do not mind in the absolute slightest, people being religious. People taking part in religions, that's fine, it's up to you. But don't you dare spring that stuff on me.
Yeah.
I am not having you going, do you believe in Jesus Christ? No, I don't like it. You shouldn't do it. I don't do it to you. I am an atheist. I will say that now. Yes, this may be a big thing. And I don't go pouncing on people going, you don't know, God's not real, it's not happening, it's not real. I don't do that. I keep to myself, and everyone else should do. I'm absolutely happy. I'm fine. You Christianity, Islam, Judaism, absolutely fine. I will not have a go. I will not spring my views on other people. So please do not do it to me. It really pisses me off.
Yeah.
And I just got pissed off to the point where I was just saying when I was at university, there were these preachers along the side who kept going, do you believe in Jesus? Throwing pamphlets at me. And one day I just got so annoyed, I went up to them, no, but I do believe in Charles Darwin. And that shut them right up.
Yeah.
But I know I went a bit on a rant there, but I'm just saying I don't like that.
Somebody take that audio and just make us animated, a General Red animated Phil's rant about crazy religious people.
Yeah. No, like I said, I'm fine. I'm fine with people being religious and believing in God and things like that. Fine. That's absolutely fine.
I'm the same as you pretty much, yeah. I don't mind people can believe what they want, and I don't mind, people who maybe like on streets are handing out pamphlets as long as they're not kind of like pushy about it.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Yeah,
but the ones that are at university were very pushy.
Yeah, it's just like you say when it gets kind of pushy and you just think, okay, like I'm not interested, please. You're wasting your time. Go away.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But that like 4-hour fucking road trip, and she just does that. That's almost a bit kind of, I don't know, a bit odd behaviour. It's just a bit obsessive, I would have thought, but
yeah,
I don't know.
That is a little bit obsessive. Yeah. Life
So,
sucks, I think, on that one.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, is it me, isn't it? Yeah. Skid marks by smelly asses. Today, my husband and my daughter engaged in a fart war. Guess who got to do a pile of shitty laundry while the other texted his friends about the hilarious incident?
Oh dear, that's funny. That's quite funny. That's
funny, but definitely your life sucks.
Oh God, I think you should make them do their own laundry for that.
Don't take that line down. Tell them if they're going to do that, they've got to take responsibility for.
Yeah, get them to do the laundry. If you've got skid marks, you do it. Your life sucks, but you need to have a little chat with them.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100% on that one.
Okay, weird projection, but okay. Today I realised that when someone's pregnant or introduces me to their kids, they're saying, I had sex with this person, and now I can't stop visualising it. Keep me out of your personal life, Tom.
Wow. Okay. I don't. What? So hang on a minute. Like, the person who's introducing you is not actually saying that, but you keep thinking that in your head.
You keep thinking you've had. Yeah. You keep thinking, oh, I've had sex with this person. Well, yes, that's generally how kids are formed.
Yeah. I mean, I can't say whenever I meet people who introduce me to kids or things like that, I can't say I ever think about, them having sex with someone else in order to make the kids. I don't think about that. I just don't. I feel that
is really weird to think.
It's an odd thing to think about. Yeah.
Oh, I'm pregnant. Yeah, I'm pregnant. I'm a few months now until he's born. I've had sex with this person.
Yeah.
Well, where did that come from?
Indeed. And I feel like that final statement at the end, I don't know, I'm sure the person who posted this didn't mean it this way, but it just seems a bit odd, like saying, keep me out of your personal life, Tom. It's like, well, it's just introducing their kids,
Yeah, that's all it is.
That's all it is.
You deserved it, I'm afraid.
Yeah. I'd say that, it seems just a strange thing to think about. I guess, is that like a case of intrusive thoughts? Because some people get this where it's like suddenly they just have thoughts that come into their head for no reason, and you're like, weirds them out a bit. Maybe, I don't know, that's just something, I don't know. I mean, this may sound a bit drastic, but maybe it's something just to have a chat with a counsellor or a therapist or someone about, because intrusive thoughts are a thing that people sometimes get, and it can be a bit sort of odd, at times.
Strange, yeah.
Okay. So why DI? But at the same time, I'm not saying that in a kind of mean or mocking kind of way. Just perhaps think about whether, because it sounds more like the problem there is kind of on you rather than necessarily the other person. So yeah,
it seems to be okay.
Okay. So, True Hero by Mental Health Worker. Today, I once again had to clean up a shower and bathroom covered in feces because of client with incontinence. It smelled so bad that I couldn't hide my reaction. The client saw my face and I could see the embarrassment on theirs. I spent the rest of the day feeling like an asshole. Fuck my life. I mean, on the one hand, I get it. It's not a nice thing to have to do as part of your job, but
it's got to be done.
It's got to be done.
It's part of your job, and you have to do it. Shame that the person who did it saw your face.
I'm sure if you had a chat with them, they'd probably understand, and you could probably sort of resolve any awkwardness between the two of you there. At the end of the day, it's not their fault. If they're incontinent, then you don't really.
Just whatever you do, don't take them to the side and go, "My God, Chris, that was a big one. You shouldn't have done that. Jesus Christ.
What were you eating the other day?
What were you eating? Bloody hell, I think you've annihilated my nostrils."
Yes.
Don't do that.
Gonna be smelling that for weeks.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
God.
Jeez, yeah. I'm sure a bit of, a bit of diplomacy, a bit of tact would probably help mend this situation. So
yes, absolutely. Yeah. But your life sucks, I can see, because it's
your life sucks, but the client's life also sucks as well.
So we can do it for both. Your life sucks.
Indeed, yeah. Okay, that's the last one.
There we go.
I didn't even realise. I thought there was another one further down, but no, it's not. Well, there you go, everyone. Another round of Fuck My Life with Phil.
Yeah, that was. Hopefully we've gone through some and been interested. I've noticed this time there wasn't that many of the spicy ones.
No, not as many. No. So I think the majority, once again, we agreed life sucks. There were only really a few where we thought you deserved it. But let me say, hope you all found that quite interesting listening to us.
Interesting. The good thing about this is it's updating all the time.
Indeed, yeah.
I mean, look at the recent ones. Obviously, unfortunately, this is one way it's going to be dating the video.
The thing about these browser things is they tend to record at small file sizes, so when I put the footage together into a full video, it usually actually takes sometimes only like 10 minutes to actually upload to the channel, so it's like really easy to just put out there. It's good, easy content.
Especially with a faster internet now.
Definitely,
yeah. That helps.
Aye, yes. Well, there we go. So, as usual, we'll wrap up here then. So, Facebook and Twitter links down below, along with a link to my propagandist channel for anyone interested. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Thank you to Phil then for joining me. And,
absolutely. We'll do this again if it gets picked again. Always interested to see these little scenarios. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is two of us signing off now. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Well, where are the other four? Because the ending screen said there were 8. 8 in total. Fine, maybe in the barrels or anything. It's just water though, isn't it? Flowing water somehow. Oh God, shut the hell up! Jeez. Good God. Alright, I'm getting out of this area. Oh, just make it stop. Jeez. Oh, good Lord. Finally, we've vacated the 7th circle of Dante's hell, everybody. We're out of there. Just when you think the bugs in this add-on can't get any more amusing.